I want to bring up another subject. The green stuff is the most revered. Triple M listeners would know that.
Of course,
The
it's for the
ground
players.
is reserved for...
The players.
Yes. And you, as a chairman...
Keep off it.
Well,
always.
and you
once I did
you
an
haven't
interview,
always done.
once I did an interview in Hobart, and by the way, average 70 at the ground. You're allowed on it, but cheap.
Oh, did you hear that?
No,
Once.
Jim,
But that's it.
You learnt
And
your
that
lesson.
was doing
That's
an
what-
interview.
No,
with the
you
phone.
learnt your lesson, and that's what I like about you. When you muck up,
Pulled
you
your
learn
head
your
in,
lesson. We always said the late great Jimmy,
Wherever
as
he
the
wants.
chairman, and Sticks Kernahan.
Wherever he wants.
Exactly.
Eddie?
Eddie
No.
hasn't played, so we
No.
have a blanket ban on that. But
Yep.
for you, Warrior, have you ever been on the green stuff?
Oh, well, not since we've started talking about it.
Well, this is
Hasn't
why...
it affected bloke's behaviour?
this is
Everyone's aware of
why
it.
I bring this up.
Oh, yes.
And I don't do it lightly because it's a young man who's making his way in the world of media. One of your boys, Warrior.
One of my boys.
Yes, a guy called Sam McClure who works for 3AW.
Very good young journalist. Very good young guy.
Well, you as a 2-time Alf Brown winner, 3-time Quill winner, 10-time Media Newsbreaker of the Year winner, need to perhaps go down to that young man and say, listen, son, keep your feet off the green stuff until such time as you play an AFL senior
What
game.
was he
What
doing?
was he doing out
He's
there?
been having kicked the kick like he's down at Castlemaine before the game,
That's
Jim.
not acceptable.
And
No,
I
that wouldn't
look
happen.
over at the over 55s, and if Lloydo had anything about him,
Yeah, he'd
he
be
would
grabbing
take him
hold of
under
him.
his wing and actually tell him what
Yep.
needs to be said. Now, I could tell him because I know him. He went to school with my son. I can do it.
He's a good young
He-
journalist.
I'm pretty sure I said that. But having kicked a kick on the green stuff as a microphone holder when you're down there doing the interview ain't on.
Let him have one off.
What are you going to do about it?
I'm not going to do anything about it, Gary. It seems to be your problem, and I think you should,
That's
as
the
the
prob-
outer statement
This
of
was
the
a Triple M
box.
protocol problem.
That's a problem
Purple.
with
It's
you,
not-
Warrior.
It's not
You
just
haven't,
a,
you're not embracing our Triple M standards.
You're not
and
invested.
you, as the
All right,
best,
I'll text him now then.
the best, most experienced newsman, just need to take him aside and say, listen, mate, I wouldn't be doing that.
Okay.
You going to do it or not?
Well, if you want me to,
Well, no,
know
I
my-
can't tell you what to do.
I will text him in the ad break.
Well, Jim.
Do you do much mentoring, Walker?
it's an unacceptable way to behave. You're not
Walker.
allowed, if you're not
He's
a
just a
footballer,
young kid,
on
Jim,
the
who
grass
doesn't
kicking a
realise
footy.
the
But
Triple
that's-
M
I
issue
don't
with
give a
this
stuff
matter.
who he
But
is.
that's the point we're making. Because he's a young bloke, he needs a little bit of direction, Walker.
Do you want me to go do it right
You're
now?
the one that can actually
We're not
do
so
it
much
in the right
condemning
way.
him, Walker.
Yes,
But
you are.
no, I am not. I am not. I know him. I like him. If you were out
You
there...
think he needs to
If
know?
you were out there trying to kick a banana from the pocket, the pack would come down here personally and rip you to pieces.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes, you can, Chief, because you've kicked
Walker talking to
3,000
him,
goals.
as opposed to any of us, is probably going to go a lot better for that young man than if one of us has to
Well,
deliver it.
it's not really our place because he's more your sort of man, Walker.
Well, he's a member of the.
He's making
press.
his way in the world and doing a fine job, but
He is.
you are, as the eldest
right.
and most senior and most decorated
Revered.
and revered journalist.
Preeminent.
He
Come
looks
on.
at you and a tear comes to his eye.
Jim, how do I do this, Jim?
Well,
You're big on this
Purple.
confrontation.
I don't know. I wouldn't know the bloke if he
sacked
popped
the
up in my
CEO.
Wheaties.
Well,
I've
trust
never
me.
heard of him.
No,
But
trust
I'm
me.
with Garry.
He's
if
a good
Gary's
kid.
got good time frame, then I have too.
Mm.
But I don't care if it's Mike Sheehan, the Godfather.
Exactly.
No,
The
you let
commissioner.
Mike do it.
No, Mike
No,
is not on the
No,
field
you
kicking a
would.
footy.
Mike
And
would
if he
know
was,
better.
At
Mike would
Werribee,
know
of
better.
course he would know
He
better.
could do it at Werribee, Mike.
And if he was out there doing it, the rain of texts he would receive from us would tell him that it's
All
not
right.
acceptable.
So it's gotta
he
be
won't
done.
do
All
it
right.
again.
Yeah.
So can you do it?
Yeah,
'Cause he's-
it's got to be done.
I've noticed he starts to dress like you.
He's got a bit of purple about him.
He has.
He carries an
What-
iPad around.
Well, not a bad person to aspire to be
No,
like that.
Well, of course,
I
they've
think he's
done better
anything
to
like me at
aspire
all.
to be like. So anyway, I needed to get that out
No,
there.
I like it.
And what we'll do is we'll watch with interest to see how Warrior handles it.
And also to see if there's a response from the young man.
He might just tell Warrior to, what
Yeah,
if he
I'll do
turn
what
around
I
and say,
like.
get back in your box hole,
He
four
might-
eyes?
He might do that.
No,
That would be a
get on well with
mistake.
Sam. He's a good,
All right.
good guy.
Righto, well, let's see how you handle this. The
All right.
test of
Do
your
you want me to do
lead-
it tonight, or should I
test
do
of
it
your lead. I'm
outside
not
the
telling you any
confines
more. I can't tell you any more.
of the coverage tonight, Gary?
I can't tell you any more.
I'll do it when I go off here.
This will be interesting.
All right, well, Purple, you've been told by the two men at the back here. Who,
I love how it's become my problem.
who-
You're the one who found it with your binoculars.
it's your-
and now it's my
on
problem.
600 occasions or near, these two graced the green stuff, and therefore
And look
are
at you,
able-
you never know who the kid is.
Never heard of him. But Purple, that doesn't matter.
But Jim doesn't know who
Exactly.
The producers are at Channel 9 footy.
No idea.
exactly.
It's Ed
I know
Bowman,
they
by the
are.
way.
Ed Bowman,
Yeah.
my man. No, I'm just talking about half the Nypsies along here I've never heard of. Mind you, neither is anyone listening, and hence they don't. But, I'm with you, Gary.
Right.
It needs to be addressed, and therefore...